Hi, it's Yvonne. How are you today? So I wanted to bring something to you today that's been coming up with clients, and it's not just come up once, it's come up several times. So I think it's a topic that probably will interest you too. And it relates to how we get ourselves through a period of change when we felt like we're in a funk, like we're not getting where we need to be. And sometimes we just get ourselves stuck in repetitive patterns. And what I want to share with you is a way to get yourself out of that. Now, little backstory to this. The client who I tried this with several weeks ago, we had a conversation yesterday and she said, Yvonne, this has been, of all the stuff that you've coached me on, this has been the thing that has really sat with me, has really resonated with me, and has given me massive change. It's a simple exercise. And I'd like you to listen, see what you take from it, and go away and do it. And I'd like you for a moment just to cast your mind back to a time when you've maybe had a manager or a colleague, somebody who has been a source of support or encouragement or inspiration to you. Now, when I did this exercise, I came up with 4 people. What I then did was I went through those 4 people and said, what were their core values? What was it I really admired about them? What was it I really felt encouraged by? Like the thing that made me look at them and go, wow, they have made a difference to me. But I put these people together and they all had different qualities and things that I would like to hold as my values. And I'm always working on, but they're core values of importance to me. Then what I did was I actually sat them behind me. So again, with this client, I asked her to find her 4 people and then sit them behind herself and say, what was it about those people that was so important to you? Now, as you're going through your period of change in your business, in your life, wherever you're going next, imagine those 4 people, 3 people, however many you choose, are sat behind you. And just notice how imagining going into the body on this, how feeling them behind you, how it changes your posture. And I know for me, I felt a little bit intimidated, if I'm honest. I felt as though those people were going to stretch me. They were going to take me to a place that I wasn't going to go on my own. But just imagine those 4 people, 3 people behind you. Imagine the difference that it would make to your posture, to your confidence, to your decisions, all of those different things that maybe if those 4 people weren't behind me, albeit they're not really there, I've not had any conversations with any of those 4 people about this process or what I'm doing. But nonetheless, I can hear words of wisdom and discernment and encouragement and challenge, like you can do this, you've got this. And when you come out on the other side, take that into your everyday. Imagine when you sat at your computer in the morning, imagine those 4 people behind you. What would they be saying you should be working on today? I can pretty much assure you that it's not going to be the thing that you go to, because neurologically, your brain wants to go for the easy to solve things. Just imagine those 4 people there if you are a coach like myself, imagine those 4 people there. How would that change for you? So coming back to my client now, she said, some days I feel like I've got to always be creative and inspiring and find new things. And she actually heard her 4 people saying to her, you don't need to do that. You've already had some great ideas that you've shelved and you've never come back to them. Why don't you pick some of those things up? Why don't you look at those things? And it was really encouraging for me as her coach to see her several weeks ago being in a place of feeling quite stuck to a place right now where she came back to me and said, I got my shit together. I changed what I was doing. I've ditched a load of stuff because it was just a waste of time and energy, and it was frustrating for me. I didn't want to do it. She'd outsourced some things. She'd taken on some new employees to take over areas of responsibility that were draining her. So if it's a drain or a pain, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Don't keep it. So can you do that exercise today? Can you go away and just spend 10 minutes thinking about who are your team? You can call them your tribe, your mentors, but those people for this client, they were speaking to her in her moments that she's had over the last few weeks. My tribe, they speak to me, they encourage me, they challenge me, they call me out on stuff. So just take a moment just to think about exactly where you're going and where you need to be pulled up, and ask your mentors or your tribe to give you the feedback. That's my tip for today. Hope you enjoyed it.